This place where happiness dwells is home to us all.
And the path forward
to a bright future is a shared one.
Okay, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome Mr. Johnston to Culture Camp. He's a local ecologist working with Blueberry on the implementation agreement we've been learning about. So, does anyone have any questions for Mr. Johnston?
So when did this whole implementation agreement thing start?
Great question. It really began in 2021 when the BC Supreme Court ruled that the province had unjustifiably infringed Blueberry's treaty rights by allowing unchecked industrial development in the Northeast.
So what happened next?
Well, in January 2023, the BC government and Blueberry agreed to work together to balance treaty rights with a sustainable regional economy. Blueberry and BC are now collaborating on healing the land and planning for future development.
Blueberry now has a say on where industrial development can happen in our territory. We are working with BC to choose which areas to develop and which areas will be fully protected so we can continue to practice our treaty rights. Treaty rights protect Blueberry's traditional ways of life, like trapping, hunting, fishing, and gathering berries and plant medicines. By fully protecting some areas,
it's going to allow the land to recover to its natural state. There are also additional rules to preserve ecosystems in important cultural sites, old-growth forests, and wildlife habitats.
That's all fine and dandy, but what about the rivers and streams? Those water levels aren't what they used to be.
That's a big part of it, too. A new approach to water use is being developed. There are limits on new oil and gas disturbances and water withdrawal licenses, and development can't get too close to rivers or streams.
All to help the rivers, plants, and fish heal and recover, which is important to our livelihood, too.
See, all wildlife needs fresh, clean water, healthy forests, and habitats. We need to help wildlife recover so that everyone can enjoy sustainable hunting again.
Yeah, but how is that actually going to be done?
Through long-term moose management, predator control, grizzly bear management, and caribou recovery programs. Also, industry must keep a good distance from mineral licks, wallows, streams, and cabins, especially in our critical cultural areas and trap lines. All this is to help restore crucial wildlife habitat.
Because decades of industrial disturbance has fragmented the landscape, hugely impacting ecosystems.
So with this new agreement, does that mean no more oil and gas industry?
No, actually the opposite. Blueberry is working with industry, not against it. They're now directly involved in development permitting through a new working relationship with the BC Energy Regulator. So now, approved oil and gas projects can operate sustainably, while also respecting Blueberry's treaty rights.
Okay, at the end of the day, am I still gonna have a job?
For sure. There's still plenty of jobs, plenty of work, and new industrial projects are still being approved. And now there will be jobs in land restoration too.
Which is another great way we're helping to heal the land. There are over 8,000 abandoned well sites across Blueberry territory that all need to be restored to their natural state.
Working together with ecologists and Blueberry knowledge holders, we are gathering local seeds to grow native plants that are best suited to our ecosystem. And we're working with industry to help them restore former industrial sites.
because we all need to learn to see with two eyes, combining Western science with Indigenous ways of knowing.
So what happens next?
There's still lots of work to do, decisions to make, and opportunities to provide feedback. For now, Blueberry and BC have agreed on a framework that lays out the plan for the future, so we can all move forward together in a good way.
Our vision is for the trees and plants to heal, moose and caribou to return, and streams to be full of healthy fish again. When we're careful with the land, there can be a prosperous future for us all. For as long as the sun shines,
the grass grows,
and the rivers flow.